You used to know my every heartbeat, every fear behind my smile. Now I'm just another memory you haven't thought about in a while. I see your world keeps moving like I was easy to leave behind, while I'm still standing in the ruins of the love you left behind. Funny how somebody you once so close can become so far away. I'm out of sight, out of your arms, out of your mind. Like the love we built together never mattered over time. And every lonely night still reminds me what I lost, 'cause I still carry you with me while I'm someone you forgot. I'm out of sight. I still replay the little moments, your laugh, your touch, your eyes, while you're probably out there somewhere, sleeping peacefully tonight. People say I should accept it, that some hearts just drift apart, but they don't know what it feels like to be erased from someone's heart. And the hardest thing about goodbye is realizing you're no longer missed. I'm out of sight, but your memory still surrounds me, and every song, every quiet room, and every dream that finds me, and every tear I hide away still falls because of us. 'Cause loving you this deeply was never easy to give up. I'm out of sight. Maybe one day I'll stop wondering if you ever think of me too, but tonight the silence keeps reminding me how invisible I became to you. I'm out of sight, but not out of the pain yet. Still carrying the weight of words I can't forget. And even if someday I heal and finally let you go, a part of me will always ache for the love I used to know. Because some people move on quickly while others stay behind, still loving someone who already left them out of sight. Sometimes the saddest feeling is realizing you became invisible to the person who once saw everything in you. Sometimes the sky above my window, and it looks the way I feel. Heavy clouds full of silence and wounds that never heal. The rain keeps falling softly like tears I cannot hide, and every drop reminds me of the night you said goodbye. I used to find peace in the stars, now even heaven feels far away. Dark sky above, tell me why love disappears, why the ones we hold become our deepest fears, and every lonely midnight still hurts more than enough. Now all I have is emptiness and a dark sky above. I walk alone through empty streets with your memory in my chest, trying to outrun the feeling of losing what I love the best. Your voice still echoes through me like a song that never ends. And no matter how hard I try, the heartbreak comes again. Some nights feel endless when your soul misses someone deeply. Dark sky above, still watching over all my pain, still hearing every prayer I whisper through the rain. And every shattered memory still cuts me like your touch, because losing you turned my world into a dark sky above. Maybe storms exist inside us long after the clouds are gone. Maybe heartbreak changes the weather of the heart forever. Dark sky above, will I ever feel the sunlight? Will I ever stop searching for your shadow every night? And even if tomorrow comes, a part of me will still hurt, because some loves leave darkness that no morning can reverse. Now I carry all this sadness everywhere I go, beneath the endless silence of the dark sky above. Sometimes the sky outside looks exactly like the storm inside your heart. Before you, all my days were shadows, quiet nights and empty streets. Then you walked into my darkness, and suddenly I could breathe. You painted colors in my silence, turned my fears into light. For the first time in forever, the world finally felt alive. I never knew one person could become my whole horizon. You were my sky, my sunrise after all the rain, the only place I ever felt safe from all the pain. And every dream I held inside began and ended with your eyes. Now I'm standing here alone, beneath the emptiness you left behind. You were my sky. I still remember how you smiled, like you could heal the worst in me. And every time you held my hand, life felt less heavy. But somewhere between forever and the silence that grew cold, I watched the light inside us fade till I couldn't hold it anymore. And losing you felt like watching my whole world lose its color. You were my sky, now every day feels darker. Every storm reminds me of the way we fell apart. And every lonely midnight still calls out for your light. parts of me still hope for something more. And even if someday I heal and finally learn to fly, a part of me will always miss the world I saw through your eyes. Because some people don't just change your life, they become your whole world. For a while, you were my sky. Some people come into your life and feel as endless as the sky, until one day they disappear like the light. You walked into my life so softly, like sunlight through the rain. And for the first time in forever, my heart didn't feel the same. I was still carrying old scars, still haunted by goodbye. But somehow when you held me, the darkness loosened its hold inside. I forgot what hope felt like, till your eyes met mine. This new love feels fragile but beautiful, like learning how to breathe again after hurting for so long. And even though I'm scared of losing what we could become, there's a light inside my chest that says maybe this is love. New love. You don't know all the nights I spent drowning in old memories, or how hard it was believing someone could still want me. But you look at me so gently, like I'm more than all my pain. And every little moment with you makes my broken heart change. Maybe healing begins the moment someone loves you softly. This new love feels like warmth after winter, like finding colors slowly after years of living bitter. And every time you say my name, I feel less alone. 'Cause maybe love can still exist after losing what I call home. This new love, I'm still afraid of heartbreak, still afraid you'll disappear. But baby, real love is choosing to stay, even through the fear. This new love may not erase the old pain, but it's teaching me that broken hearts can learn to beat again. And even if tomorrow hurts, I'll still be grateful for the way you walked into my darkness and opened up the door. 'Cause after all the tears and all the nights I thought I was done, you made me believe again in new love. Sometimes love returns quietly, not to replace the past, but to help your heart live again. The nights were cold before I found you. Empty streets and tired eyes. I carried all my broken pieces like a weight I couldn't hide. Then you walked into my silence like a light I thought I'd lost. And for a little while, love didn't feel so hard. You held my heart so gently, like you knew how much it hurt. Stay by my side when the dark clouds come again, when my soul gets heavy and I forget how to stand. And every time the world feels cold, hold me through the night, because nothing feels safer than having you by my side. I still fear the thought of losing the peace you bring to me, 'cause I know what loneliness feels like and how deep heartbreak can be. But when your hand reaches for mine, the noise inside grows still, like maybe love can heal the places pain never could. I don't need perfect forever, I just need something real. Stay by my side through the tears and all the healing, through every scar I carry, and every hidden feeling, and every lonely memory that still lives inside my mind. Feels easier to survive when you're by my side. Maybe love isn't saving someone, maybe it's simply staying when the world gets heavy and the heart starts shaking. Stay by my side even when I'm hard to love, even when my broken soul still feels like it's not enough. And if tomorrow brings the rain or another sleepless night, I know I'll make it through somehow. If you're still by my side, because after all the pain and all the tears I've cried, the greatest gift I've ever known is someone staying by my side. Sometimes love isn't loud, sometimes it's just someone staying when everyone else leaves. I've been talking to the silence since the night you walked away. Every tear falls like a prayer, but nothing ever changed. Your shadow still lives in this room, your voice still haunts my mind, and every lonely piece of me still hopes you'll hear me tonight. How do I stop calling for someone who already let me go? Answer my cry, can you hear my heart breaking? Can you feel the emptiness your goodbye keeps making? And every midnight prayer still reaches for your light, but all I hear is silence when I cry into the night. Answer searching through the ruins of a love I can't let go. People say that time will heal me, but time just made me see how deeply losing you changed every part of me. Some wounds stay open when love leaves without closure. Answer my cry, even if it's for the last time. Tell me if you ever loved me the way I loved you in mine. And every tear I hide away still falls because of us, because part of me still believes you haven't forgotten us. Answer my cry. Maybe the hardest thing about heartbreak is screaming for someone who no longer turns around. Answer my cry before the last piece of me fades, before the loneliness inside turns my heart into a grave. And even if tomorrow comes and you never answer back, I'll still carry all this love inside the cracks you left. Because some hearts keep calling out long after goodbye, still hoping someone will hear them. Answer my cry. Sometimes the saddest prayers are the ones whispered to someone who will never return. There's a silence in the mirror that wasn't there before. Ever since you walked away and closed the final door, I smile so nobody notices the wreckage underneath. But every lonely heartbeat still breaks quietly. Some pain stays hidden behind eyes that look okay. Inside my tears, you still live like yesterday. Inside my tears, your memory never fades. And every drop that falls tonight still carries all our years, because I never truly lost you. You're still inside my tears. I still hear your voice at midnight, like a ghost inside my room. And every dream I try escaping still somehow leads to you. People think I'm getting stronger, but they don't see the truth. Every part of me still aches from loving you. Some hearts don't break loudly, they break in quiet waves. Inside my tears still lives the love we built together. Still lives the hope I held that we would last forever. And every lonely memory still cuts Inside my tears. Sometimes tears are more than sadness. Sometimes they're memories falling from the heart. I've been talking to the ceiling every night since you've been gone, asking all the empty shadows where our love went wrong. Your picture's fading slowly, but the pain still feels brand new, and every lonely heartbeat still reaches out for you. Some nights the silence gets so loud I can barely breathe through it. Can you hear my cry from the other side of goodbye? Can you feel the pieces of my heart breaking every night? And every tear that falls alone still carries your name inside. Because losing you left me here, just asking the dark why. Can you hear my cry? I still walk the streets we wander, still hear you laugh in my mind, and every memory feels heavier the more I try to leave behind. People say that time heals everything, but time just made me see how deeply loving you became a part of me. Maybe some hearts never recover from the ones they love the most. Can you hear my cry when the midnight rain is falling? When I whisper your name softly and nobody's calling, and every lonely dream still brings your shadow back to life. Because part of me still loves you, even after all this time. Can you hear my cry? Baby, you've already moved on while I'm still drowning in the past. But heartbreak doesn't disappear just because love didn't last. Can you hear my cry one last time before I fade? Before the memories become the only thing that stayed. And even if tomorrow comes and I finally survive, the scar will always live inside me from the night you said goodbye. Because some people live forever, but their echo never dies. So I keep calling through the silence. Can you hear my cry? Sometimes the heart keeps screaming long after the person is gone, hoping somehow they still hear it. We used to talk until the sunrise about the life we'd someday build. A little house, 1,000 memories, and all the empty spaces we would fill. You held my hand like forever was already written in the stars. Back when love still felt unbreakable, before before we fell apart. Nobody warns you how painful broken dreams can be. All the dreams we built together in the dark, now they're just pieces of forever scattered through my heart. And every lonely night I still see what we could have been, but all that's left are memories and all the dreams. I still remember every promise, every future in your eyes. Now forever feels like something we were never meant to find. People say it's only heartbreak, but they don't understand. I didn't just lose a person, I lost the life we planned. Some dreams stay alive even after love is gone. All the dreams still echo through my silence, still haunt the empty places where your laughter used to live in. And every tear I hide away still falls because of us, because part of me still lives inside the dreams we lost. All the dreams, maybe the hardest part of goodbye is grieving the future too, the version of forever I only saw with you. All the dreams will always mean something to me, even if they faded slowly into what could never be. And even if someday I heal and finally move along, a part of me will always ache for the world we never got. Because some loves don't just break your heart, they take your future too. Now all I have are memories and all the dreams of you. Sometimes heartbreak isn't losing what you had, it's losing everything you hoped would happen. Your footsteps faded long ago, but your shadow never left. It still lives inside the silence and the ache inside my chest. I packed away the photographs, tried to clear out all the pain, but somehow every little thing still brings me back again. People leave so easily, but memories stay forever. Memories stay long after love is gone, long after the last goodbye, and the nights move on, and every lonely heartbeat still whispers your name. Because even though you left me, the memories stay. I still remember rainy evenings and dancing in the kitchen light, the way you held me close, like forever felt right. Now forever feels so distant, like a dream I can't replay. But the smallest things still hurt me, because the memories stay. hardest part of losing someone, not the goodbye itself, but carrying their ghost into every tomorrow. Their echoes never fade away, and after all this time, the memories stay. Love can end, people can leave, but memories stay forever. We used to walk through empty streets with our fingers intertwined, talking about forever, like forever was on our side. You looked at me like I was home, like nothing could go wrong. Back when love felt endless, back before you were gone. I never thought the distance could grow between two hearts so close. We were side by side, through the darkness and the light, through every broken moment and every sleepless night, and every lonely memory still pulls me back in time to the days when you were mine, and we stood side by side. Now I walk these roads alone, with your shadow in my mind, trying to understand how love can change with time. I still hear your laughter softly, still feel your hand in mine. Even though the world moved on, my heart stayed behind. Some people leave quietly, but their absence stays loud forever. We were side by side, building dreams we thought would last. Now I'm left with memories and pieces of the past, and every tear I hide away still falls because of us, because part of me still lives in the love we lost. We were side by side. Maybe the hardest thing about heartbreak is remembering how beautiful it felt before everything fell apart. We were side by side, and maybe that's why losing you hurts deeply, because you weren't just someone I loved, you were part of me completely. And even if someday I heal and finally learn to smile, a part of me will always miss walking through life by your side, because some hearts never forget the person who stayed through every storm. once walked beside you become the memories you walk with forever. Every little dream I carried, every road I wanted to chase, somehow all of them began the moment I saw your face. You turned ordinary mornings into something beautiful, and for a while I believed love could make me whole. I didn't know forever could disappear so fast. It all started with you, the smiles, the hope, the healing. Every part of my heart learned a different kind of feeling, and every lonely night now still pulls me back to the truth that the best part of my life started with you. I still remember late night talks about the future in our hands, the promises we whispered softly, and all the things we planned. Now your side of the story feels so far away from mine, but I still carry every memory like they're frozen in time. Some people become chapters, others become your whole story. It all started with you, the love, the pain, the heartbreak, the way one person's goodbye can leave a soul shaking, and every tear I hide away still falls because of us, because of losing you changed everything that started with your love. It all started with you. Maybe I gave you too much space inside my heart to leave, 'cause even after all this time, a part of me still believes it all started with you, and maybe part of me still ends there, still searching through the silence for your voice inside the air. And even if someday I heal and finally make it through, I'll never forget the way my world first learned love through you. Because some people leave forever, but their memory stays true, and every broken piece of me still started with you. Some loves don't just change your life, they become the beginning of everything you feel after. Still feel alive. There were nights I thought the darkness would swallow every part of me, after love turned into silence and you became a memory. I carried all the broken pieces like chains around my soul, trying to survive the emptiness of losing what I couldn't hold. But somewhere inside the sadness, a small light still survived. I still feel alive, even with this broken heart beating, even with the scars you left, and all the nights spent grieving, and every tear I cried alone couldn't bury all my light. 'Cause after all the pain, I still feel alive. I still hear your voice sometimes in songs late at night, and memories still hit me softly like rain beneath streetlights. But I'm learning how to breathe again without needing your love, learning that healing doesn't mean forgetting who you were. Some heartbreaks almost destroy you, but somehow you survive them. I still feel alive, even though forever shattered, even though losing you changed everything that mattered. And every lonely midnight still echoes through my mind, but pain didn't take everything. There's still life inside, I still feel alive. Maybe healing isn't becoming who you were before. Maybe it's learning to love the person who survived the heartbreak. I still feel alive, and maybe that's enough for now, to wake up every morning and keep moving somehow. And even if your memory still follows where I go, I know my heart deserves more than endless hurt alone. Because after all the tears and all the sleepless nights, I'm still standing here, and I still feel alive. Sometimes surviving heartbreak is the first step toward finding yourself again. I remember the night so clearly, rain falling against the glass. You stood there with goodbye in your eyes, while I begged our love to last. My hands were shaking softly as you turned away from me, and in that quiet moment, my whole world stopped breathing. Some heartbreaks don't happen once, they echo for years inside you. The last time I cried felt like the end of everything, like every dream we built together lost all its meaning. And every tear that fell that night still lives inside my mind, 'cause part of me never healed from the last time I cried. I tried to act like I was stronger, like you leaving didn't break me down, But every lonely midnight since then still turns my smile upside down. Your memory lives in silence in every empty room I see. And no matter how much time passes, a part of you still lives in me. Funny how one goodbye can change the sound of your whole life. The last time I cried, I felt my soul falling apart. Fell forever, slipping slowly right out of my heart. And every lonely memory still cuts me like goodbye, because losing you changed me. The last time I cried. Maybe one day I'll stop hurting. Maybe someday I'll heal completely. But tonight the pain still feels close enough to touch. The last time I cried wasn't just tears in the darkness. It was mourning all the love and every promise we started. And even if tomorrow comes and I finally survive, a scar will always stay with me from the night our love died. Because some tears dry slowly and some never fully dry. I'm still carrying the pain of the last time I cried. Sometimes the last time you cry for someone becomes the moment you realize nothing will ever feel the same again. Before you my world was quiet, just shadows and empty days. Then you came like morning sunlight and everything began to change. You turned my fears into hope, made my broken soul believe, like maybe love could finally be the thing that rescued me. I never thought one person could become my whole horizon. You were my only sky, the only light above my pain, the only place my restless heart ever felt safe. And every lonely night now still aches when I realize the world feels darker without my only sky. I still remember all the moments you held my shaking hands and told me I was worth loving back when I couldn't understand. But somewhere between forever and the silence that grew cold, I watched the stars inside us fade till there was nothing left to hold. And losing you felt like watching the sun disappear forever. You were my only sky. Now every day feels empty. Every dream we built together feels so far from me. And every tear I hide sky, the reason I believed in forever, the reason even broken parts of me started healing together. And even if someday I heal and finally learn to fly, a part of me will always miss the world behind your eyes, because some people don't just change your life, they become your reason why. And losing you felt like losing my only sky. Some people become more than love, they become the whole sky above you, until one day you're left standing in the dark. The mirror shows a tired stranger with shadows underneath their eyes. Ever since you walked away, I barely sleep at night. Your memory floods the silence like rain that never ends, and every lonely thought of you breaks my heart again. I keep pretending I'm okay, but the truth is harder to hide. I'm full of tears, full of all the words unspoken, full of nights spent missing you, and promises left broken, and every lonely heartbeat still drowns in memories, because losing you left my soul full of tears. I still hold on to your pictures like they could bring you back, still searching through the pieces of everything we had. People say that time heals pain, but mine still feels the same, 'cause every little thing reminds me of the love we couldn't save. Some heartbreaks fade slowly, and some stay forever. I'm full of tears every time I hear your name softly, every time the midnight silence wraps itself around me, and every dream I wake from still leaves me incomplete, because part of me is still trapped inside the love we used to be. I'm full of tears. Maybe loving deeply means you never really stop hurting, you just learn how to carry the sadness quietly. I'm full of tears, but nobody ever sees them. I hide them behind tired smiles and conversations without meaning. And even if someday I heal, a scar will still remain to remind me how completely I loved through all the pain. Because some people leave your life but never leave your fears. Now every part of me feels full of tears. Sometimes the heart becomes so heavy that even silence feels like crying to you still think about me when the room gets quiet late at night? Or did I fade like smoke the moment I was out of sight? I still carry your laughter like an echo in my chest. Well, you're probably somewhere living like we never happened. Funny how one heart keeps holding on while the other lets go so easily. When I'm out of sight, do I still cross your mind? Do you ever miss the way I held you through the hard nights? And every lonely memory still keeps me awake inside, wondering if you still feel something when I'm out of sight. I still replay our old conversations like they mean something now. Still searching through the silence for answers I never found. People say I should move forward, but part of me stays behind, waiting in the place where you stopped calling me mine. Some goodbyes leave questions that never really fade away. When I'm out of sight, do you still hear my voice softly? Do you still remember the nights you said you loved me? And every tear I hide away still falls because of us, because loving you this deeply was never easy to give up. When I'm out of sight, when I'm out of sight, maybe I became a memory while you were still my whole world. Maybe that's the cruelest part of loving someone more. When I'm out of sight, I still carry you with me, and every song, every dream, and every quiet feeling. And even if someday I heal and finally move along, a part of me will always wonder if you miss me when I'm gone. Because some hearts forget quickly, and some never stop asking, why do you still think about me when I'm out of sight? Sometimes the saddest thing is not knowing if you became a memory to someone you still love. I try to hide the pain inside me, pretend I'm doing fine, but every lonely night reminds me you still live inside my mind. Your name still lingers softly like smoke I can't erase, and every silent heartbeat still searches for your face. Even when my lips say nothing, my tears still speak for me. My tears know you, they fall every time your memory appears. They carry all the love I lost and all these hidden fears. And every lonely midnight still feels the same them somehow. Because even if the world moves on, my tears still know you now. I still remember how you held me like I was all you'd ever need. Now I'm left with empty echoes and wounds that still bleed. People say that time will heal me, but healing feels so far when every little thing reminds me of the way you broke my heart. Some people leave your life, but never leave your soul completely. My tears know you, they remember every promise, every forever whispered softly, before love turned into silence. And every dream we built together still falls apart inside, because part of me still loves you every time I cry. My tears know you. Maybe tears are just memories the heart can no longer hold inside, so they fall quietly into the dark. My tears know you, even when I try to forget, even when I force a smile and bury my regrets. And maybe someday I'll heal enough to finally let you go, but tonight your memory still lives in every tear that falls, because some loves leave fingerprints that never wash away, and mine still live forever inside my tears for you. Sometimes tears remember what the heart is trying so hard to survive without. You looked into my eyes so softly and promised you would never leave. Built my whole world around your words, too blind to see the truth beneath. Every forever that you whispered felt honest in the midnight air, but now I'm left with broken pieces and your ghost everywhere. Funny how love can make a heart believe what it wants to believe. I still believe in your lies, even though they tore me apart, even though your goodbye left scars across my heart, and every lonely midnight still replays your voice inside, 'cause part of me still wants to trust the love behind your lies. I still believe in your lies. I remember all the promises you swore would never fade away. Now they sound like empty echoes that still haunt me every day. People tell me I should hate you for all the pain you left behind, but love makes it hard to let go of someone once called mine. Some lies hurt deeper when they sounded like hope. I still believe in your lies. Still hear I love you in the silence. Still search for the person who disappeared without warning. And every tear I hide away still falls because of us. Because loving you this deeply made truth harder to touch. I still believe in your lies. And maybe the cruelest thing about heartbreak is missing someone even after they broke you. I still believe in your lies, but tonight I finally see I love the version of you that never really existed. And even if someday I heal, a scar will still remain to remind me how easily love can disguise the pain. Because some hearts hold on to hope even after goodbye, and mine still aches for the comfort hidden inside your lies. I still believe in your lies. Sometimes the saddest lies are the ones we wanted so badly to be true. The room still smells like your perfume, but your shadow's gone tonight. I keep reaching through the silence, trying to find what we left behind. Every promise feels so distant, like a dream that slipped away. And every morning hurts a little more since you stopped saying my name. I keep searching through the memories, like they might lead me back to you. Where is my love? The one who held me through the dark, the one who made this broken world feel softer on my heart. And every lonely midnight still calls out for your touch, because I lost the only person I ever loved this much. Where is my love? I still replay our conversations like they never really ended. Still hoping somewhere in the silence your heart remembers me again. People say I should stop waiting, but hope is hard to kill when someone leaves their fingerprints on every part of you still. Some hearts move on quickly, mine keeps standing in the rain. Where is my love? Did you disappear forever? Or do you sometimes miss me too? When the nights get colder and every tear I hide away still falls because of us. Because losing you turned my whole life into a lonely question mark. Where is my love? Maybe love doesn't truly vanish. Maybe it changes into memory and stays hidden inside the heart long after goodbye. Where is my love? I still whisper your name softly, still dream about the life we had before you stopped holding me. And even if someday I heal and finally let you go, a part of me will always I'm standing at the edge of silence, with your memory in my hands, trying to read the broken future we were supposed to understand. The nights feel colder without you, the stars don't shine the same, and every road ahead looks empty since I lost your name. I keep asking the darkness what tomorrow holds for me. What will come after all this heartbreak, after all the tears and lonely nights my shattered soul can't take, and every quiet prayer still disappears above, 'cause I don't know who I'll become without your love. What will come? I used to dream in colors back when you were by my side. Now every hope feels faded, like a light that slowly died. People say the pain gets lighter, but right now it still feels strong, like I'm just surviving memories, trying to carry on. Maybe healing starts when you stop fearing the future. What will come when your shadow finally leaves me, when the emptiness inside my chest stops haunting every heartbeat, and every lonely midnight still asks what we became, 'cause losing you changed everything. Nothing feels the same. What will come? Maybe someday there'll be sunlight after all this endless rain. Maybe broken hearts can still find a reason to love again. What will come? I guess only time can answer. Maybe peace, maybe healing, maybe another kind of forever. And even if your memory still follows where I go, I know I can't stay trapped forever inside what I lost with you, because somewhere beyond this sadness a new life may come. But tonight I'm still afraid of what will come. Sometimes the future feels terrifying, when the person you imagined it with is gone. I still remember rainy evenings when we danced across the floor, laughing like the world outside could never hurt us anymore. Your fingers tangled softly in mine, your head against my chest, back when love felt simple and forever felt so close. Funny how the smallest memories can leave the deepest scars. All the moments still live inside my mind, every kiss, every whisper, every look in your eyes, and every lonely night I replay what we used to be. 'Cause even though you're gone now, gave me all the moments. I remember late night conversations about dreams we couldn't wait to chase. Now those dreams feel like photographs, slowly fading away. People say I should stop looking back, but they don't understand. Some memories become a part of you. You carry them like scars on your hands. And the hardest thing about losing love is missing the little things the most. All the moments still echo through the silence, still haunt the empty spaces where your laughter used to live in. And every tear I hide away still falls because of us, because loving you created memories too beautiful to lose completely. Oh, the moments. Maybe people leave, but moments stay forever, frozen somewhere inside the heart, like time forgot to move on. All the moments will always mean something to me, even if forever broke apart and became a memory. And even if someday I heal and finally let you go, a part of me will always ache for the life we used to know. Because some loves don't disappear, they live on in quiet ways, inside all the moments that never fade away. Sometimes love ends, but the moments stay with you forever.